letting them know that it's as good, if not better, actually, than in-person learning. We do obviously a lot of in-person learning, a lot of school programs, lots of different things in person, which is great. But the virtual community is great. Just that we're coming together, during this time. Actually, in like the last few months, for instance, I met Tim, in the virtual world. We also have had, exposure to students, literally around the globe. Look, it's something that is actually, I would say, relatively easy to do. In the beginning of COVID, we obviously, big time built, our platform, with lead chess tournaments. We actually had, in the last couple months, several students from Israel, one actually from Sydney, Australia. So just, people all over. I've had coaches coming in from Israel, for instance. So yeah, it's just a great, community, and I look forward to, seeing it grow.
When we went online, we saw multiple ways that we could do that. Yes, it's more difficult to mentor in a virtual space, but it's not impossible. So how do you do that? Chess, as we know, teaches complex problem-solving skills, right? There's many of these spatial awareness and many, many basic skills that come through chess, independent of how you teach it in many cases. To us, it's the mindset that brings that added layer of life skills and character development. There is no losing if your mindset is one of learning. How many of you, and I would imagine everyone in the audience and all of us, have gone through painful experiences that in the moment felt like a total loss? Yet if you look back at what you learned through that experience, isn't that the very thing that helped you achieve who you are today? So our mindset is critical, and you can do that online or in person. Do you embrace a checkmate against you to say, how did that happen? What did I learn from it? And how do I get better? That's why I became a master. Embracing the learning. And so imagine what that does for students if they are not afraid to fail. If you change FAIL to stand for first attempt in learning. So this is a cornerstone mindset that I believe is critical for students to be willing to fail forward. We teach sportsmanship, fair play. And how do you do that? Again, you have a choice. Is it win at all cost, or is it considerate of others and working better together? We must be collaborators to achieve solving the big complex problems we face in this world. You don't do it alone. You don't do it by being selfish. You do it by working together. So fair play is essential. When we have students fall into the trap of winning by cheating, it is really losing. That is the way to lose. But we use it again as a mentoring opportunity to work with the student and the parents to go, look, you made a choice. Understand the consequences of that choice. It's going to be found out, and it's going to hinder your growth, and others will not trust you. And trust is foundational for achievement in many areas. And then on top of that, we have this principle of that another life lesson that we teach called the can-do attitude. Again, essential for success.
I think that the key is establishing an effective framework of coaches with the right personality and skills, as well as providing them with content that are rich enough and flexible to adjust to very different types and profiles of students. So on the coach side, being a strong chess player doesn't necessarily make a good coach, right? A good coach is far beyond just knowing the game well. Good coaches should possess skills and communication, listen to their students, and being able to collaborate and keep them engaged. In addition to just being just a good chess coaches and knowing the game. And also the chess program is another very important aspect to keep the community engaged and provide the value.
To become a strong chess player, one has to be brutally honest with himself or herself about where we're going wrong. And as Elliott eloquently put it earlier, to be winning or learning and taking every loss as an opportunity to learn, every mistake as a chance to grow and improve. And it's those kids who do that, and adults as well, who are willing to swallow their pride and not stubbornly make the same mistakes over and over again, who really bring their game to the next level. So I strongly agree with Elliott and the philosophy of his wonderful program, Chess for Life, that we should be, of course, to differentiate yourself, the possibilities are endless. There are some programs that will focus primarily on the chess itself and on helping to turn out masters and future grandmasters. But I do believe that chess is an underutilized educational tool. It's something that can help people of all ages, all backgrounds, to learn very valuable life lessons. And I think that one of the best ways that the online format in particular can help to differentiate a program is that the online world has changed everything in that it's made the world much smaller.
I did want to talk about safety and what I did when we first really moved to the online space. We were lucky to jump in right at March. We had already had partnerships. We were ready to go. It was kind of a back burner project for us, and we were able to march quickly in and really transfer our in-person kids right to online. But we needed that to be safe, and we needed to make sure we were making the right decisions. So while we used all the passwords, while we had everything extra encrypted, and I might add, many parents complained about how hard it was to log into our classes. Why isn't it easy? It's easy to get into the other classes. We just said, I'm sorry, we understand that it is more difficult, but we need safety first, and we're just not willing to be flexible on that. And I do apologize, it takes that extra step.